Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and I've made a new pick a card read for you. How did they feel about you at some significant point in the past? How do they feel about you right now? And how are they going to feel about you at a significant point in the future? I've made 3 readings here. Crystal, the Flower, and the Shell is a timeless reading, so whenever you get into it is good. Now, in this video read, you'll find the past and the present part of it. And if it sounds like it is your story, or it could be a story, you might want to get the future part, which will be in an extended reading. If you're interested in that, toward the end of each of these readings, you'll see a link that pops up there. You can find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below, where you can also find your timestamps to jump ahead to your reading as well. So all you need to do now is take a pick. Which one would you like? Use your intuition to choose. The crystal, this rose quartz crystal ball. The flower, frangipani, or the shell, this clam shell. Choose wisely. Don't forget to click on that like button down there. Leave a comment as well. Let me know what you want me to put into future Love Pick a Card reads as well in the comment. Click on that subscribe button along with that notification bell down there to hear more from me. I do a daily energy update every single day of the year. I do 3 of these Love Pick a Card reads a week, and I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show where I give mini reads for donations. So come along to that sometime. You can find the next show laying in wait on my YouTube channel by clicking on the Be Healing thing down there, and you'll see the next show. You'll see when it is in your time zone. You can even click on set a reminder for it there as well. Would love to see you in there. So crystal, flower, or shell, take your pick now and I'll see you in your reading. So if you chose the crystal, and this one's for you, crystals, let's find out how your person, that person you've got your eye on, or the one that you focused on, how they felt about you at some point in the past, some significant point in the past, perhaps when you met, and how they feel about you right now. And if you find that it is your story, it could be a story, then you can get that deeper dive, that extended reading to go into how they will feel about you at a future point in time that is significant too. And so if you're interested in that, toward the end of this reading, there'll be a link that pops up there. You can find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get into some general cards about this whole thing first, you guys, and see the overall kind of feeling around this connection from them to you. The gift of connection. So they're seeing this connection as a gift. Whatever that means. It could be a lesson, right? But they're seeing it as a gift. So you guys, good. There's something in this for sure. Magic maker. Wow, there's something more than something in this. It's a magic maker. So they could be feeling like you're magic. You're just inspirational to them and magic. There could be a lot of synchronicities around this connection too. What a gift. Beautiful. Liking it so far. Crystals, what else? Generally around the feelings around this connection before we get into the past. Okay. So someone was being stagnant. Someone was kind of locked into stagnancy. Maybe both of you. Anchored and unmoving and stuck in a way, you know, life being the same over and over again. And you have got them on the move. I feel like it could be both of you though. You both could have been like falling into very stagnant patterns in your life, doing the same thing over and over again, and you've brought change into each other's lives. Okay. So how did they feel about you in the past? Some significant point in the past. They felt like you're detached. A solitary figure walking away from things, detaching from things, not very much connected, not very much being a part of things. This is probably before they met you, and looking at you and thinking, what's up? What's up with crystals? Seem to be by themselves. They're walking away from things. They're not really engaging. They could have seen you as a kind of a hermit and wondered what was going on there. But they're seeing you as a solitary figure. They were feeling like, it feels like a bit of intrigue, but it also feels like a bit of, I've got to be careful of crystals because there's something going on there. I think they were picking up on an emotional state in you, whether they actually saw you being detached from people or being a hermit, but they were picking up on that energy. They were interested, but they were also wary of you. 7 of Swords, wondering if there was a secret that you were keeping, something that you're not telling, not appearing to be who you say you are or what you say you are. They picked up on something emotional going on in you, some kind of an aloofness or a detachment. You're not really getting involved with people, and they're wondering, what's up with crystals? I'm strangely attracted, but there's something going on. There's something under the surface there that isn't being revealed. Wariness. There was a wariness of you, but it was about an emotional thing that I picked up on. What's this? I haven't asked. Hang on. Eight of Cups. What's this Eight of Cups about? That's better. Ten of Voices. So they either saw you going through something painful and seen that you just walked away from that. So you could be like newly single when they met you or something like that, and that could be it. So that could be the wariness. So they could be attracted to you, but see that you've just gone through a breakup, seeing that you've just gone through a breakup and realizing that you're in this pain, and they were just kind of watching you and assessing your emotional state as to see whether you'd be open to them or not. And I think they thought, no, they're not going to be open to me. They seem to be in pain at the moment and pulling back from connection. So they were very much assessing your emotional state and watching you in the past. What's behind that? Anger. They wanted to step in. How someone else treated you that gave you this painful ending and caused you to be withdrawn, it made them really angry. They wanted to step in and sort it all out like a knight in shining armor kind of thing, but they knew not to get involved in you. So they just carried on watching you, is what I'm feeling here. This person is very connected with you. So much so, they're in tune with your emotional state, and we're right from the start, because I feel like this is right from the start. When they met you, you're going through a breakup, or you're just about to go through a breakup, and then you did. And it made them really angry what they saw, but they saw you were handling it. But in whatever way you were handling it, made them wary of coming in. This could be someone that steps in and takes the lead and saves the day kind of thing usually, and that's bitten them on the bum in the past when they've done that before, and so they think that you're holding something back. They thought that you were holding something back, that there's something deceptive about you, there's something not quite right about you. It doesn't have to be true, but this is what they were feeling because of some emotional state that you're in. What's that? The Hierophant. Oh, okay. They're very intrigued by you, how you have got to the point of emotional state that you're at, and the lessons that you've learned and what's got you to that point too. They were intrigued by you because I feel like they knew not to step in and act on this anger and step in for you and do it. They could see that you'd got it and that you were dealing with things in your own way. And there was a kind of a respect about that, but they were also like, how does Crystals deal with it like that? How are they dealing with it like that? Because I want to step in there and punch that guy out or something like that, But I think they were realizing it's because of what you've been through and the lessons that you've learned spiritually. And so they were so intrigued about what they were seeing and the way you were handling something, but also thinking it now is not the time to approach crystals. If you see someone handling something really well, and you think like anyone else would have blown up at that, you might think, are they either deceiving, like are they going to like wait till they get home and then explode on the partner or something like that, or is it a deception, or have they really learned the spiritual lessons? That's what this is about. So I think they wanted to take a step back and assess you. This person thinks a lot. Assess you and see if it was really true that you are that person. Yeah, so they might very well have seen you in a painful position, and how you dealt with it was either a deceptive, so you were going to give whoever hell after that, which is what they wanted to do, or you were just cool about it and you were dealing with it in yourself with a kind of aloofness. Anyway, past, present, or future. So when they've been through things like this, or the examples that they've had around them didn't deal with it in the way that you dealt with it, they were impressed by that. It's like they want to learn things from you. But there was a part of them that thought, maybe I'm getting this wrong, maybe I'm making it up, maybe they aren't handling it so well, maybe it's just, go back home and then kick the cat or something like that. You know what I mean? Just, they weren't sure whether it was really true what they were seeing and knew and what they were just deducing from that. So they could have been wary of you, that's all. They could have just had like mixed emotions toward you because of that. They're kind of trying to figure you out. Tell us more about how they felt. Wait, yeah, they knew not to rush into it, to allow nature to take its course. They knew that you'd got it. Whatever situation you were going through, they knew that you'd got it. They could see that. And it's almost like they felt they would have stepped in, but they knew not to, and they were learning from you in the way that you were doing it. They were so curious about the way you were handling something. Allowing nature to take its course. So they were taking a step back and kind of admiring you, but then also thinking, maybe I'm not seeing this clearly. Yeah, because your person might have the tendency to see the world through rose-tinted glasses, see the best in everyone kind of thing, and they're worried that they were doing that with you because of that past, present, and future, They've been fooled before. They've thought the best of someone before, and it turned out it was just a deception, And I think we can all be deceived by that because, people have got their masks that they wear in public, and you never know what someone's like behind closed doors and how they're actually dealing with something. You can see what it is on the surface of it, but, if you watch a narcissist in action, they're so charming and lovely on the surface of it, and then you hear what goes on behind closed doors, and it's horrific. Absolutely horrific. And for those of you that have experienced that as well, probably getting triggered by some high-profile court case at the moment by it all, because some of us have been through that, and not as bad as that, thank God. My exes weren't as bad as that, but yes, it's all very familiar what I had to do to deal with all of that. And so I feel like your person might have been through all of this and been deceived before, had narcissists in their life before and all of that, and they're just wondering whether they're getting deceived now. It's a shame if they have. But there's a lot of it around, so probably we've all had experiences with narcissists, and maybe many of them too. Release, controlled, and tuned to the divine. Right, so you've got this spiritual connection with that hierophant there, yes. And they see this letting go that you did instead of taking control, and you being attuned to the divine. They're just wondering whether it's actually true. You're wondering whether it's actually true. They're seeing you as this spiritual being who seems to have their shit together, but wondering whether it's actually true, because they've been involved with narcissists before who appear to have the shit together and are really terrifying behind those closed doors. Terrifying human beings. And then when you try and tell people about it, they don't believe you. You're like, no, they're lovely. It's nothing lovely. There is nothing lovely about them. Well, they were daydreaming about you. Like, this is it. You see, I'm getting that your person here, they think a lot about things. They have this tendency to see the world as utopian and see the best in people, and it has stung them before in the past, and so they get into the fantasy about you. They're fantasizing about you as being this amazing person because they've seen you dealing with these things, and they've put you on a pedestal there. But then what they've been through in the past was, tugging at them, going, yeah, but you've been wrong before, haven't you? And so they have that going on. So if this person was like push-pull kind of thing, or you just couldn't tell where they were at, whether they liked you or were terrified of you, this is why. Freedom. And so they saw you as being free as a result. So free of the burdens and restrictions that other people were in because of your spiritual lessons. But again, unsure of whether they were making that up. This person will have needed to, has or will need to have a lot of time watching you because of what they've experienced in the past. They really need to get to know someone very carefully, very closely, to trust that what they're seeing and what they're feeling about you is actually true. Because they've been manipulated in the past and they're just wondering whether you're manipulating them now. They're wondering if you're putting a show on for them, or if they can really trust what it is that they're seeing and feeling about you. The person's got trust issues, but it's well-founded trust issues. It's good timing though. You showing up is good timing. There's something about them having asked for someone like you, and then you show up and they're like, is this it? Is this it? Is this my person? Seems like it. Oh, but I fooled myself before. It's that kind of thing. And I think we can all relate to that, right? Especially you guys watching my channel. I think we can all relate to that. Okay, so tell me more. But they thought it was true love. But they wouldn't have told you that at all. Yeah, they think this is the one. Crystal is the one for me. This is true love. And then they check themselves and going, oh my God, I've thought this before. I felt this before and it wasn't, but it could be this time. They're really wary. They're wary of you. They're wary of themselves, really, of jumping to conclusions. That's where they were at. Feels like when they met you. How about how they're feeling? How are they feeling right now about you? How long ago was that? Let me know in the comments below. Queen of Cups. They're seeing you as being open and ready and receptive. Feeling like you're ready. Queen of Cups, very loving and nurturing. So it might have proved yourself to them then as being this great person that you are. But this is very different, right? Because they saw you as closed down, walking away, all of that kind of stuff before. Now they see you as being open-hearted and all of that. This beautiful transition that you've made there. It feels like the truth, these bits, it feels like you are open now and you weren't before. You were in pain before. But they see you in anxiety, in some kind of an anxious state here, upset or something like that. Your person's very attuned to your emotions. Queen of Cups. So why are they feeling that you're open now? What's this Queen of Cups? Wow. Yeah. So they think they can have a victory with you now. Or they feel like you're on the right track, that you're having victories in your life and all of that, and you're open now and things are working out for you. So they're feeling like you're much more open and receptive now. They're like that. It could be that now they think, okay, now I can approach. So they could be almost ready to approach you if they haven't already, if they were holding back because of all of this energy. Because they're seeing you as open now and ready for this kind of victory. What's behind that is integration. So they might want to integrate you into their lives. So they could be coming forward at any point with a love offer there. But they see you in this anxious state. What's that about? Queen of Emotions again. It's the same card, Queen of Cups. But Nine of Emotions. Because of your wishes. Right. Are your wishes going to be fulfilled? The nines. You're almost there. You're almost there. They're wondering whether you're truly ready or not. But they see you in some kind of an anxiety because of your wishes. Are your wishes going to be fulfilled? So you might still be a little bit closed and a little bit wary of whether they are going to fulfill your wishes or not, whether they are actually your person or not. So they could be afraid of disappointing you, is what I'm getting from that. And they could be seeing you in a stressed out state and thinking that it's about them, and it could be about them, that they're not going to come forward, that they're going to disappoint you in some way. So they're kind of seeing you as letting go. Feeling like you're letting go. Your person right now is seeing that you're open, seeing that you're going through these victories, ready to integrate, so they feel that you're ready for a relationship now, and they're worried. They're worried that they have to let you go, that you're going to move on, but they see you in a slightly stressed out state here, feeling like your wishes aren't going to be met. So they're perceiving a struggle you've got inside of yourself at the moment. Like I said, this person is very attuned to your emotional state. They pick up on your vibes a lot. They could be one of those that like kind of watches you and just knows what's going on, you know. They will be watching you because of their past experiences. So it will take them some time to trust. How else are they feeling about crystals right now? Criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. They're feeling not enough. They're feeling not enough for you, like they're not going to fulfill your wishes, and the feeling of frustration, like you're frustrated with them. So maybe there's some interaction going on at the moment. Maybe they can't fulfill your wishes. Maybe they know what your wishes are and you've communicated that to them and they can't at the moment, and that's frustrating to them, and they know that they're frustrating you, and they feel like they need to let you go because of that. They see you as being ready, and it's like ready for someone in your life, and they feel like they need to let you go to do that because for some reason they don't feel ready right now. So they feel like if they were to come in right now, you might criticize them and say, no, you can't fulfill my wishes. Oh, why? Cool your emotions. So they're having to, that fire that they've got for you, they're having to cool it down. This person feels like they're not good enough for you. No, it could be that they can't fulfill your wishes at the moment, that they can't be with you for some other reason in the same location or whatever's going on. There's some kind of a block, a physical block to them being with you, and it's frustrating them. They know that they're frustrating you, that they can't be with you at the moment. So they're having to cool their emotions. They've got a lot of passion for you. They want to move on in there. They want to be the person that you're open to. They want that victory with you. It doesn't feel like they can at the moment. Tell us more. So afraid that they'll disappoint you. Regrets. You don't want to have regrets. The person's tearing themselves apart at the moment. They're very much on the edge of coming in, if they're not already. So friendship. Do I keep this a friendship or do I come in now? I run the risk of them crystals going off with someone else because they just seem to be ready now, and I'm not yet able to fulfill all of their wishes, and they're frustrated with me. I'm going to have to let them go, but I'm going to regret it if I do that. Should I keep them as a friend or should I make it more? The person is overthinking this and they're tying themselves up in knots as well. I feel like you might have a bad attitude with them. There's something about them. I don't know what it is. There's something that's going on in their lives that is contrary to your wishes, and it's a no from you. And they're so terrified. They're going to have regrets if they don't approach you, but in their approach, they might say, but I've still got this thing going on. I still can't be in the same location as you, or something like, I've still got this thing. And it's a no from you because of that thing. And it's like, what do they do? Do they approach you even though that thing is still there and have you have a bad attitude and reject them? Or do they wait and chance that you are moving on? What do they do? Beauty. You're so beautiful. They think you're so beautiful. So they're still enamored by you. They still think you're incredible. Now move and anchor. So they might be stuck in something or stuck somewhere, anchored into something, and you are instigating a move in them. And I feel that that's what this is about, all of this bit here. So they know that they need to end something in their life and move on from it. They need to move jobs or move locations or move from something that is it feels like a deal breaker. It feels like a deal breaker to me, to you, whatever it is that they've got going on. And yeah, so they know that they need to do that first. So your person's tearing themselves apart about this. Very connected with you. I know that you're a gift. Kind of keeping it as friends at the moment, but also willing to express love. So they want to express love more. Even so, they want to express love more. It doesn't feel like they can give you a love offer at the moment. Or they can, of course they can, but they just know that they've got something going on that's a no from you. They know that it's beyond your boundaries, so they're not. So that's how they're feeling right now. They're feeling very mixed up by it, but very close connection to you. and to your emotional state especially. They're just so scared of disappointing you and it being a no from you. They don't even ask you because they think it's going to be a no now, and you're going to have a bad attitude toward them. So that's where they're at right now in their feelings for you, very strong feelings for you, very connected with you, but realizing that you need to make a change in their life first. Wow. So if that sounds like it is your story, it could be your story crystals. You might want to get the future part of this. Let's find out how they're going to feel in a specific, we'll find out when it is, but an important time in the future. How are they going to feel in the future? Let's find out that with possible timelines. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link in the description box and in the comments below too. And that's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant watch kind of a thing. You need to get your email address right, otherwise you're not going to receive it. So please do type that in very carefully. The email may end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder if you're on Gmail. Check in those places. In that email, you'll see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. You click on that crystal on a device where you can open PDFs. In that PDF, you'll see a picture of a video amongst other things. Now, when you click on that picture of a video, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as well. Let me know what's going on with you and your connection here. I love hearing from you. Click on that subscribe button along with that notification bell down there to hear more from me. I do 3 of these Love Pick card reads a week, and if you want me to make it about something specific, let me know in the comments below and I'll do that. I don't go live each day. I do a daily energy update for the collective every single day of the year. I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show. You can find the next show laying in wait on my YouTube channel, Be Healing, down there. Come along live sometime, give mini reads in there for donations. Would love to see you. So there you go. If this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to the deeper dive, then I'll see you in there very shortly. If you chose the flower, then this one's for you. Flowers, let's find out how your person feels about you. That person you got your eye on, the person you focused on. How did they feel about you in the past, some significant point in the past? How do they feel about you right now? And how will they feel about you in the future? Now, that future part is going to be, it's a significant point in the future in this reading as well. That's going to be in an extended reading, a deeper dive reading. And so if you're interested in that, if it sounds like this present and this past part of it is your story, you might want to get that future part of it as well. I'll pop a link for it up there toward the end of the reading, and there's a link in the description box and in the comments below as well for that. So let's find out, first of all, some energies around this, about their feelings about you overall. Let's get a big picture on all of this so that we know what we're talking about. So that I know what I'm talking about. Tell us something, that was a bit lively, about how flowers feel about. Ooh. About how flowers person feels about flowers. Well, immortality. Wow. I love that will last forever. Beyond lifetimes. They know that they'll always love you. Warrior. They want to fight for you. Something worth fighting for. This connection is worth fighting for. They want to fight for you. Could be feeling like you're a warrior spirit as well. You're going to fight for them. You fight each other. Could have some fun like that. What else? So, seems like this person's going to fight for you. Patience. They got patience there. Or they're seeing you as a very patient person. The tide will come in when it's ready. So, this person might be waiting for you. Know that you're worth the wait. Know that they'll always love you. Know that there's no rush because of it. This is someone that's very certain about their feelings about you and that those feelings aren't going to change. I like it. How did they feel then at some significant point in the past about flowers? How did they feel about flowers in the past? Absolutely delighted. Look at his face there. Wow. So this is someone that they want to commit to. This is a spiritual connection. This is something that I want to commit to and have my long term. This is someone I'm going to love forever, and I know it and I feel it with all of my heart, and you're it. And if I have to be patient and if I have to fight for it, I will do. Wow. This is really strong energy. So this is some point in the past that they knew this. Would someone know that when they met you? I don't think so. They would imagine that it'd have to be at some point after they'd met you. Like, once they got to know you a bit. Otherwise, it'd be a fantasy. It is a fantasy. Two of Pentacles. Juggling things. So your person might think that you've got other people going on. You might have had other people going on at this point in time. But yeah, seeing you juggle things. Juggling people maybe. Hierophant. Or just busyness. It could be that you're really busy with other things, you know. Like the flower's up for a relationship. They've got a lot going on. It could be something like that. Tell us why the Hierophant is here. This commitment, that's a very powerful energy to come out first there in the past. They know you're the person. They know it. They knew it. 9 of Voices. But there's an anxiety behind that. Why? Maybe because you're with someone else, or you're doing something else, or you're not focused on them, or you weren't focused on them at the time, or they had something going on, or something like that. So you could have come into their life at a point where it's not possible to be together, and instantly or very quickly they know that you're the one for them, and they're like, I've got to sort my life out now. Even if I have to be patient, I'm going to fight for this. So it feels like there's some kind of an impediment to you being together. But they know that they want to be with you and commit to you and have that commitment with you. What's behind that is teaching and omens. They knew this was going to happen. Like they could have been asking for someone like you or something like that. They could have been like learning the lessons in other relationships and stuff like that, and just kind of be ready for it, like be ready for something new, and then you've shown up. And like, this is it. And they're like, this is it. This is the one. But still, 9 of Voices. There is a something that makes them anxious about it. Something that is an impediment to you guys being together is what it feels like. 2 of Pentacles. So having to juggle something here. Seeing you juggle something. Maybe you're very busy. Maybe you're with someone else. And they're like, I will fight for it when I get my chance. You know? That kind of warrior kind of an energy. Why the 2 of Pentacles? Why things up in the air? Like what? Juggling things. A lot going on. Oh, we've got the happy couple out there. Okay, so there's burdens and responsibilities. Your person or you have got burdens and responsibilities. And then the Queen and King of Inspiration. So here is the perfect match. Both of you have got a lot going on in your lives. A lot of burdens and responsibilities. Probably what makes you an ideal match, and they know it. But with all of these things that you've got going on, we're talking about a power couple here. So you've got a lot going on in your lives. And they're like, you need to put some of these burdens down to be together. We both need to do that. There needs to be a compromise. Is that going to happen? So we're talking about a power couple here. The Queen and King of Inspiration are entrepreneur kind of people, leadership kind of people, people that are go-getters. You will have a lot going on in your lives being these energies. And it's tricky to get together with someone like this because of that, because of all these burdens. So yeah, I wasn't sure who had so much going on there to be juggling things like this, but it's both of you. It's feeling less and less like it's people, juggling people kind of thing, other people in your life. It's probably more so a lot of business stuff going on. You might be traveling a lot. You might, just have a really full single life, both of you. Or there could be someone with other relationships going on as well, or another relationship going on, because again that Hierophant is about commitment, and the 9 of Voices there is about anxiety, and so there could be a bit of a nightmare commitment going on there. One of you or both of you could be in a marriage. A struggle at home. A struggle at home. As I'm saying that, a struggle and home come out. So someone's got a struggle at home. Someone's got commitments, responsibilities at home. So it's not a business thing, it's a home thing. You or them, and like, how can this possibly happen? It's something that I'm patient for. It's going to happen. They're pretty assured of that. They will fight for it. But there's a lot going on here. Or there's a lot going on in your lives. A lot of juggling to be had for you to even come together. So they seem pretty sure that you're made for each other, that you're right for each other, that you'll be a power couple, that you are like that divine pairing here with that match coming out there. And they want to commit to you, but it feels like it's going to take time because you've both got a lot going on in your lives, and somebody could be in a committed relationship here as well that's causing some problems. There's a struggle at home, and it's with responsibilities that they've taken on, which of course is going to happen, right? We've all got baggage. Let's go again with that. I'm not sure which one it was. And I just want one, please. Watch them give me two now. Everyone's got baggage, right? And the more you live your life to a big level, like if you're queen and king of inspiration here, you're going to have a lot of stuff going on in your lives. Probably children, exes, businesses, all kinds of things, you know. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. I just got a picture there of someone like going to bed at night, and that's the point where they can like tune into this. And after a big day with a lot going on, a lot of responsibilities, a lot of work and all of that, they go to bed and then they think of you. And that's them closing their eyes and telling themselves they deserve to feel joyful. Your person has got worries at home, struggles at home here. They know that they deserve to feel joyful. It feels to me like they want to make different decisions in their life now. Maybe they want to put some of those burdens down. Maybe they want to downsize a little bit so that they've got more time for joy for themselves, more time for you, more time for their love life. That could require patience too, but it's something that they'll fight for as well. Sexual union, this person is very attracted to you sexually. Honor the place in one another where you're one eternal soul, for there you'll find true bliss. But perhaps think that you're their soulmate as well, you one eternal soul, past lives together. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Okay, so they're very attracted to you sexually. A lot of sexual chemistry here between you. Well, Queen and King of Inspiration, absolutely, it's all passion. There's a lot of passion there. There's a passion for life, and it also reflects in the bedroom too. They want to come together with you, literally. Feels to me like they're going to put these burdens down first though. Doesn't feel like the kind of an energy that would want a one-night stand with you or anything like that. And that just goes to show, take a breather. So yeah, giving this time, definitely giving this time, giving you space, giving you time, giving themselves time. This is someone that's got their head on their shoulders, a mature kind of a person who got a lot of responsibilities in their life. They got a lot of stuff on. They are wanting to make changes in their life to be happier. It does feel like they want to put an emphasis on the love life more and make time for you. Now, they might not have wanted to do that before. They may not have felt that for someone before, to want to put some of the burdens down, to want to maybe downsize, a little bit so that they've got time for a relationship, but they want to do that with you. Now, there's rejection here, so this person has got a fear of rejection. How about that? King of Wands or Queen of Wands having a fear of rejection, so they're not completely confident about this, about you, accepting them, wanting them back. They think that they're more sure about this relationship than you are, and they are sure of it. This is someone that's sure of this relationship. They know it's forever. Will you forgive them? Will you forgive them for what? I don't know. There's something that you need to forgive them for. Will you? Not so sure about that. Will you reject them? When you find out something about them, will you reject them or will you forgive them? Whatever that is. So there's something you don't know about them, or you didn't at this point anyway. Self-love. So they see you being self-loving here and doing good things for you. It really feels like this person is resonating with you. I feel because you're a power couple, right? I feel that they haven't met someone like you. They haven't met someone like them, and you are very like them. You're a very close match to them. You're self-loving. You're really taking care of yourself. They haven't seen that in someone before, and they did that. They do. This person takes care of themselves too. Never enough. Wow. As much as your person is a go-getter kind of thing, does a lot of things, they're probably really wealthy and they've probably got a few businesses, that kind of thing. They feel like it's felt like it's never enough, or never enough. Maybe they've been around people that it's just never been enough for, they weren't enough for. They know that they deserve to feel joyful now and have a joyful love life, and they've just seen a match in you. They feel like you're their person. Pretty resolute about that. So that's how they felt at some point in the past. Like I said, I don't think that will be when they met you. I think it'll be some point after they met you, because no one can feel that certain about someone until they've got to know them a little. But yeah, they could have observed you for a while and like, yep, they're the queen, they're the one, it's my match, or the king. How are they feeling about you right now? So they were totally sure about you in the past. But maybe putting you up on a pedestal too. Maybe thinking you're queenier than their king. You're a higher level queen than they are a king. But they're definitely king still. How are they feeling now? The Tower. Oh, da, da, da. A surprise, a shock, a revelation. Have you done something that's shocking to them? Ooh, maybe a person thought they had all the time in the world. And they're getting a shock. Let's see in the other cards. Tell us how Flower's person is feeling about them right now in this present moment. Right now, this minute. What are they feeling? It's very nice to see the Emperor and the Empress come up in these readings. Two cards just came out. Just because that's the progression, right? Well, it's not. It's the Page of Wands and it's the Knight of Cups. That's pretty cool, that. So, exciting news about something and a love offer. So, some romance going on here. It's very exciting. Exciting news to do with a love offer. Shock. Okay. Tell us more. This Tower. Why is the Tower out here? What is this shock? Out of the blue. Surprise. Surprise. What is this Tower here for? What's the Tower here for? Five of Inspiration. Taking action on something, putting something into practice, maybe something in competition with them. It could be something in competition with them. They're shocked. They're shocked that they've got competition. Currently, they're shocked that they've got competition. They thought they had all the time in the world. It could be that for some of you. For some of you, it could be they're shocked that you are in competition with them now. You could be, because you're a power couple, you could be doing something in the same area they've got an interest in. You could be starting up or getting involved with a competing business to them. Suddenly they feel in competition with you. For some of you, it's that, and that's a shock to them. They don't know how to handle this. But I think it's probably more likely, and it's the thing that I said first, which is escaping me now. The shock is that they've got competition for you. So, they're the King of Wands. They're this very strong entrepreneur kind of taker of action, that kind of a person. And they haven't met a match to them. They meet you and you're like, them a match. I've got all the time in the world to put these burdens down and make room for a relationship in my life. Because I've got all the time in the world, because if I haven't met a Queen of Wands in this time and I've met them and they must be right for me, they're not going to meet with the King of Wands too. And then suddenly there's another King of Wands there. And they're like, they've got options. You've got options. I think that is it for you guys, flowers. I think they've suddenly got a shock that you've got another option now. And they're like, this new person could be right for flowers too. This could be like shoving them into taking action here. They're shocked anyway. That suddenly they've got competition, or suddenly you're competition. It could be that for some of you. Suddenly you're competition to them. They want you to be your ally, and suddenly you're the competition. Could make for exciting times. Duality, but yeah, wow. Torn in two directions here. Like, what the hell do I do now? They thought you were such a sure thing. So, exciting news and a love offer. So I better take action quick. I better ask them flowers out. I thought I had all the time in the world. So they could be stepping in before they've put the burdens down, kind of thing, to snap you up. They could start trying to sweep you off your feet because of this competition. It could be getting into action right now. There you go. The Lovers and the Ten of Emotions. Whoa. Okay. Competition comes along. Someone else is like, kind of take you out on a date, and they're like, would you like to marry me? Kind of thing. It's exciting. Page of Wands, Knight of Cups, love offer. The Lovers and the Ten of Emotions, happily ever after. Do you want to live happily ever after with me? They are coming in with a huge offer as soon as they feel competition here. It's you and them. It should be you and them. They know it. And it takes a shake-up. It takes a shake-up for them to actually take action on it. They need this competition first before they'll actually make a move on it. And it's not because they're lazy or anything like that. This is not a lazy person. It's because they thought they had all the time in the world. They didn't think that you had another match, or that you could possibly have another match. And yeah, I think you do. So masculine energy. So they're just storming on in there. They're like, you are mine. Like, you're not with someone else. They come in and claim you then and do that King of Wands thing, which is what the King of Wands do. You are mine. Yeah. This is a huge love offer. I mean, it's not the Two of Cups, but it is. This is someone taking very direct action. Are they doing that at the moment? Is this what's about to happen? Because this is how they're feeling at the moment. Suddenly that they've got competition, and they're like, no, not in my lifetime, not in this lifetime. They do believe they've been together with you in lifetimes before, previous lifetimes. You're made for each other. So, transformation, your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Damn right it is. I'm going to make sure of that. They're going to be extremely fast moving when they get going. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. Suddenly, bam, like that, they prioritize love. None of this, I'm going to take all the time in the world to put down a few of these burdens and then prioritize love. The Tower moment happens. They see you with someone else, and that's it. You're suddenly priority, and they get moving fast. Wow. I'm saying it like it's the future thing, because it doesn't feel like it's happened now. This is the present energy, how they're feeling. This is what is about to happen, or you're already in this process. Have you met someone else? Is this competition thing already happening? Because expect them to suddenly step up to the plate at last. It's that catalyst. It's the catalyst. I was talking about it today in Psychic Cafe. That's what the guys wanted to talk about, is these catalysts to getting somebody moving, you know? And I gave the example too of this morning I woke up, and I don't check my bank account when I wake up, but I did. And long story short, I had a look at what the amount of money that I had translated to in the currency here, and it's going down rapidly. Like, as much as my money is accumulating from my business, the value of it in this currency is dropping rapidly. And I quickly this morning transferred a large amount of money, because I feel like it's that kind of an energy. It's like, well, it's going to get worse and worse and worse and worse unless you act right now. You should have acted a few days ago, but act right now. That's what's happening with your person. Check out the recording of 29th of April. 29th of April's Psychic Cafe show. Watch that recording, because there's a hell of a lot more information about all of this stuff in there. Unleash your kinder self. Oh, they're going to switch on that charm. They are going to absolutely sweep you off your feet. You are never going to, it's almost like love bombing, but you know it's not love bombing because they've taken a long time to get to this point, right? But they are, no uncertain terms, going to sweep you off your feet, unleashing their kinder self. They're going to be amazing to you. They're going to lay it on thick so that you couldn't possibly say no to them. Brace yourself because you're about to be loved like you've never been loved before. Well, it's the loving, yes, because of the kinder self there, but you're going to be claimed like you've never been claimed before. Let's put it that way. And well, a good thing that it's taken them some time, because if they'd done this at the start, it would have been love bombing, or you would have been afraid that it's love bombing, right? Fear and romance. You still might be afraid. You were like, whoa, this is big energy. You still might be afraid because this is going to be full on over romance kind of thing. Too much romance. There's too many flowers show up on your doorstep, and then it's going to be huge. It is going to be huge. They are going to take massive action toward you, and it could make you afraid. Yeah, you're going to have to deal with that fear. I don't think they're going to stop. Betrayal, perhaps because of that. Betrayal, so afraid. Well, they're acting out of it too, let's face it. They see you with competition, they're acting out of that fear of betrayal. And yeah, of you going off with someone else, right? And you might have a similar kind of fear. You're both very attractive people. These two, Queen of Inspiration and King of Inspiration, the most attractive people in the tarot. So you're both very attractive, wanted by many people, and there's that fear there. Are they legit? Are they going to cheat on me? Are they doing this to other women at the same time? Men, is this legit? But you're going to receive it, right? So they do want to give a lot to you. They're going to give a lot to you. Yes. If you have been with a narcissist before that's love bombed you right from the start, this is going to really trigger that. But this isn't from the start. This person has taken a long time. It seems in this reading anyway. If this energy that I was talking about in this past here, if that is really recent past, then be careful of this, because it might be love bombing. Someone's not going to do this real super fast. If someone does this super fast before they've really got to know you, that would be a red flag kind of thing. But this person wants you. Oh, I didn't get a... Let's get one of these out for the past before I get it out for the present. So where was the heart at in the past? They seem to have been a bit distracted by other things in the past, thinking that they've got all kinds of time. But they were doing things for you. So they were attentive and doing stuff for you in the past, and they were showing the love that way, giving their attention to you. So you had their attention. They thought that was enough. In this, they're not feeling like that's enough. Where's the heart at right now? Speak the language of love. Okay, so they're doing things for you before. Now they know that they've got to admit their feelings to you and speak that language of love and give you a love offer. So they're going to speak it out now. Oh, we've got 3. Back to what you love, reevaluate your desires. They're having to do it rapidly. They had that in their energy before, but they weren't doing it. It feels like they weren't doing it. It's like, oh yeah, so I need to reprioritize because I do want this happiness and I do want a relationship and I want time to spend with flowers and all of that, but they hadn't taken action on it. Now they're taking action on it. And receive with love and appreciation. So they do want to shower you with all of these gifts and everything they want you to receive from them. This is someone that is really going to step up and do a lot for you to prove to you that they're serious about this. They're really serious about this, and they do not want to lose you. Again, I'm saying it like it's the future stuff, because it doesn't feel like it's already happened or it's happening today or something like that. This is their energy. This is your energy. This is imminent. It feels imminent. This, if it hasn't just happened to you, or if someone has just started this love bombing thing to you, this is what's really going on. It's because they're feeling this competition thing. Wow. So if that sounds like it is your story or could be your story, flowers. You might want to get that deeper dive, and I'm just going to do the same thing again, but I'm going to do it for the future. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there, and there's a link in the description box below. I'm going to do this for the future. I'm also going to get a time scale out about it as well, because like I said, this feels like it's imminent, this thing. And so let's find out how they're going to feel at some point in the future, a significant point in the future. If you're interested in that, did I say that already? I'll pop a link for it up there, and there's a link in the description box and comments below as well. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant download. You do need to get your email address right, otherwise you're not going to receive it, so type that very carefully. And the email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder if you're on Gmail. Check in those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. Click on the flower on a device where you can open it in a PDF. In that PDF, amongst other things, you will see a link to, I could have worn it in the reading, a link to the crystal, the flower, and to the shell. Have I said that bit already? In the PDF, you will see, amongst other things, a picture of a video. Sorry, I'm getting really distracted. Picture of a video. When you click on the picture of a video, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, try it on a different device and it will. So there you go. Flowers, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as well. Love hearing from you guys. Click on that subscribe button along with that notification bell down there to hear more from me. I do 3 of these Love Picker card reads a week. If you've got any ideas of what you want me to do them on, let me know in the comments below. And I do a daily energy update for the collective every day of the year. I also go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show, where I give mini reads for donations, amongst other things. So if you're interested in coming to that, click on the Be Healing thing down there to get on my channel page. You will see the next show laying in wait, and you can click on set a reminder there to come along live. Would love to see you in there. So thanks again. If this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. And if you're coming with me to the deeper dive, then I'll see you in there very shortly. If you chose the shell, and this one's for you, shells, let's find out how your person, that person you've got your eye on, or the one you're interested in, the one you're watching this video for, how they felt about you in the past, some significant point in the past, how they feel about you right now, shells, and how they're going to feel about you in some significant point in the future. Now, that future part of it is going to be in a deeper dive. It's going to be in an extended reading. So if you find that the past stuff and the present stuff is your story, or could be your story, you might want to get that deeper dive to get the future part of it. If you are interested in that, toward the end of this reading, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's a link in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get some general feeling cards out about this relationship, how they feel about you generally. Ooh, the riches within. So either you've got somebody very focused on the material stuff and riches and money, or they're seeing a depth within you, a richness within you, intrigued by you, feeling like you're very abundant inside, you know. You got maybe have a lot of knowledge and experience and all of that kind of thing. A very abundant person, probably internally and externally, because let's face it, it tends to reflect on the outside, doesn't it? And we've got that. Stuff going on the inside. What else here? We've got balance and vision. Ooh. They might have a vision for your future together, but there could also be a need for balance before they can get to that vision. So I feel like this person, perhaps when they met you, were kind of enthralled by you, staring at you, just like, wow. Balance, maybe you're a balanced person that's seen you as that, very full, rich kind of a person, a lot to you, a lot going on within you. Determination and determined too. Seeing you as determined, and they could be determined to get you as well. Determination. You could be determined about that vision of you and them together. They could though, with those energies, have dollar signs in their eyes. So they could have seen you and thought they're rich, and then determined to make the vision come true of being together. Some people can do that, you know, of really manifesting you kind of thing if you've got what they want. So be careful of that. Be careful of gold diggers in this situation. If you're wealthy, someone could be, they could be wanting to take your energy, not necessarily money. They could be wanting to take your energy. This person wide-eyed when they see you, like, Charles have got a lot to offer me. I see this vision of me together with them, enjoying their stuff, and they could be really determined to manifest you. So how did they feel about you in the past? 8 of Swords. Out of bounds, like you're out of bounds, out of their reach, is what I'm getting from that card. So they felt like you would be on their reach, out of their reach, but there's this determination. Still not. You know, like the story of Katie Holmes and Tom Cruise. When she was a little girl, she was saying that she was going to marry that man from the movies, and then she did. It's that kind of a thing. Someone could be really impressed with you and wanting to be with you, but it's more of you're a trophy. You're a trophy to them. So it could be in your looks, it could be in your riches, it could be, someone rushing toward you. They wanted to rush toward you as well, so they wanted to snap you up kind of thing, but you're beyond their reach, just out of reach. Like maybe they needed to make themselves appear to be more so that you would choose them. I'm not getting a good vibe from this person. I'm not getting a good vibe from it at all. This feels a little bit underhanded here. This feels like someone that could shower you with a lot of attention, but it's really to get what they want from you. I've seen people do it before, you know, get wide-eyed at someone like, person's got a lot of stuff, I want to be with them. 8 of Swords, tell us why a bit out of reach. Chariot. So wanting to rush into it but a bit out of reach, you're complicated to them. This is a manipulator. This is a manipulative person that I'm picking up on here. They feel like you're out of reach, but they want to rush in. Right, they can't rush in, probably because they've gauged you right, that if they rushed in that you'd run. If they chased you, you'd run. They're wondering how to get around that, how to almost fake it to be a match to you. Yeah, they were wondering how to not get to your level, but how to appear to be at your level. I think this is the usual tactic that this person would use when they're trying to get into a relationship with someone would be love bombing them, because that Chariot card, that's what I'm getting from that. But I'm getting that they're pulled in 2 directions, so they realized that they couldn't do that with you, and they had to change their approach. Now this person is either an overthinker or they're very manipulative. This person is either truly attracted to you or just want what you've got. It's either conscious or it's unconscious, is what I'm saying. So some of you might be watching this ready to turn it off and go, no, that's not my person, because they seem to be legit. And this person could seem to be legit because this could be all subconscious. They don't know that they're doing it. This is the only way that they get into relationships. A lot of people are like that, you know. How can I manipulate this person into being with me, you know? And so tell them go on a date and then tell them what the person wants to hear. You know, there's a lot of that goes on in the dating kind of thing. So it's not necessarily as extreme as I might be making it out to be, and it might not be as conscious as I'm making it out to be either. But there's certainly that energy there. And it could be just a kind of a naive person. It's not someone that knows themselves. This is not someone that has got like a mastery of themselves and they really know themselves and they're just deciding to be manipulative like this. It's not, and I don't think there's many people that are like that, and they don't choose to be that because they choose to be otherwise if they had that amount of self-knowledge, you know. So Knight of Swords, wanting to rush in here. They do kind of want to bamboozle you into it. I think that's what works for them usually. Love bombing works for them usually. But they're not so sure with you. You seem to be beyond their reach there. Maybe they tried it. Maybe did they try love bombing and you they started chasing you and you ran. Not with me. So like, how can I schmooze my way in to Shell's life? And it could just be that they've been taught that stuff, do you know what I mean? You can get taught by people, by parents or something. You've got to impress a girl, and you've got to do this, and you've got to do that. And they could just be going along with that still, and it comes across as manipulative, not just being straight up themselves and being open. So every which way I put it, this person is not one that's done a lot of work on themselves. And so if you have, well, what do you want a person like this for? Knight of Swords rushing in. They've got a lot of choices. You're one of their options. You're just one of their options. They've got other people on the go. This person could easily turn away from you, and if I would be so difficult toward this person and see if they hang on in there with you and for you. Otherwise, if they just go, oh, well, and go off with someone else, well, let them really, because you don't want this person anyway. You want someone that loves you properly and that is really focused on you and loving you properly. Do you know what I mean? It's like someone that delights in everything that you do, not someone that can go and turn around to the next person and go, oh, you're lovely too. Yeah, retreat. The energy is behind that. So this could be someone that is like, they could be doing that to you. They could be saying, well, there's someone else I can go to instead. They could be trying to guilt you into being with them by saying that they've got options and that they could choose you, and they are choosing you now. But if you don't want them, they'll go after someone else. Manipulative. It's manipulative. They feel like they can manipulate you, even though you're not as easily manipulated as other people. They're having to change their approach. They still feel like they've got it, and it feels like that they want to be with you more than the others because you've got more to offer than the others. So you're more difficult to manipulate because you've got more to offer, because you've done more work on yourselves, but they still want to manipulate you because you do have more to offer. So you've got higher intrinsic value to them. This is someone that just sees people as things. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. They see a new life with you. They see that their life can get better with you. They see that they can join you on the ride of your life. They want what you've got. They think that their life will improve by being by your side, and it would. But I tell you what, your life won't. Your life won't improve. They will take from you, this person. This is not someone that wants to give to you. This is someone that wants to take from you. You've got better energy than them, and they want in, and they'll do whatever it takes to get in, including guilting you, saying that they'll choose someone else. So if you've got a person that is around you that's saying that they've got another choice, then please tell them, please choose that other person. I don't want you in my life. Turn your back on them as fast as you can. Don't entertain them at all. It is not someone that is going to love you like that. They never will. Even though they're saying you're like number one priority. They're seeing you detoxify. They're seeing like you have learned something about this. So this is a toxic person that I'm talking about here. They might not be fully toxic yet, or been fully toxic in the past, but I'm telling you, this is toxic behavior behind it. And they've already seen that you have made a move to detoxify your life, to be wary to this and have boundaries to it, but they still think you can get in because they think that you're a loving and giving person and that you will crack and love and help them and give to them eventually. They think they can get a doorway in still, even though you do have some boundaries. You say no to them. You say no. They try and chase you. You push them away, but they still try, and that might be quite endearing to you. They feel that they've got a pull. They've got some traction there with you. You've got a weak spot. You've got a weak spot for a person like this, schmoozer, whatever you want to call them. Embrace the flow of life. So they see you going with the flow of life here. They see you being loving and giving. They see you. It's not how they feel about you. They feel, how they're feeling is, they're not feeling very much, in fact. They're feeling about themselves. They're feeling like they want what you got. That their life will be better with you. That they can take from you. They see that you're loving and giving, that you're going with the flow of life. They think that means that they've got a chance with you, that you've got maybe spiritual beliefs or whatever that will make you soft and easy target to get to you. I'm not feeling like they're really vindictive, this person, or really evil or anything like that, but they're certainly manipulative in the way that they're going about it. This is not someone that wants to love you. None of these cards are saying they love you at all. Because the heart is really closed down. This person hasn't got a true feeling for you. The heart is closed, completely closed. Now, that could also be that they see you as having your guard up, your heart guarded, and not letting them in. And I think you're quite right to be like that with them as well. So, but they're seeing it as like a competition. True love, so they're going to pretend it's this. True love, it's just a pretense. This is not true love. There'll be very different cards. You know, it could be determined to love you, but it isn't. They see you as balanced and they're imbalanced. They've got this vision because of the richness that you've got. They want that. It's like you're the meal ticket, you're the step up in life. You can give them more in life. They just want to take from you. This is not someone that wants to love you and give to your life and do something for you. Holding on. Try and they'll try and they'll try again. And I think that's what your weak point is that you take that as them giving you attention, because they are giving you attention, and you take that as, oh, well, maybe they are truly interested. Why won't they leave me alone, kind of thing. There must be something in it if they won't leave me alone. It's that kind of thing. So if they're holding on, there must be something more to it. Maybe they do love me. That's your weak spot there. It's not. It's just that they're really determined to get you. They're really determined to have this, for you to make their life better. This is not good energy. Run for your life. Like, delete that number. Just tell them, don't ever come near me again. I'm not interested. I'm wise to you. Well, we'll see how this develops anyway. That's what I would do with this person. I don't like their energy at all. It's someone like with a heart closed completely, but they can pretend good. It's a catfisher, but it's just someone pretending to love you when they're not. They're cold ass. They'll be able to switch off, like switch the pretendy feelings off. But fear. I don't like that either, because that is the, shadows scaring you. They might be. And I feel like even in this point in the past, they are trying to scare you, saying, well, I've got other choices. You know what I mean? It's like they're playing the fear card on you, not trying to love you. They're just like, well, choose me. Otherwise, I'm going to withdraw my love from you. I'll choose someone else. I'll go somewhere else. Well, go then. You know? I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Have they got anything in the heart at all? This person. I know what they'll be saying. They'll be saying it. The empty words if they're saying it there. They'll be trying anything, this person, to make you believe that, so that they can get what they want from you. And the worst thing is, this is not someone that just wants to get you in bed either. This is not just someone that wants you as a notch on their bedpost. This is someone that wants to get you locked in because they want to have a life with you. Not to love you, but because their life will be better with you. Spiritual connection. I don't buy a bit of it. But that may be how they've approached this. How interesting here. Look at this. Look at the picture there. She's above him there, right? He's looking up at her adoringly, saying, we've got a spiritual connection. But they see that path between them. It's like, he's thinking, how can I get up there where she is? How can I get up to where she is? They could have recognized, people like this that are manipulative, they pay a lot of attention to what's going on with you. They'll ask you a lot of questions, and then they will go, okay, well, this is what Shell's like, the spiritual. So I'm going to say, we've got a spiritual connection. They're kind of got a guarded heart, so I'm going to pretend that I really love them. And they've got a fear, they're a bit clingy, so I'm going to tell them that I've got other options. You know, they're a master manipulator, this person. They know that you're a spiritual person. You might have asked them when you first met them about what the star sign is and things like that, and they're like, I've got someone that can be easily manipulated here. Because they can. Because people that are into spirituality are the traumatized ones that have turned to that, and so they are more easily manipulated than most. Whew, okay. How are they feeling right now? This could really turn this reading. Okay, how are they feeling right now? 4 of Wands. Marriage. Wanting to lock it in. Ooh, pretending to give you a big offer, because I don't believe this in the slightest. These are really good cards, but not from this person. They're not. You got to remember that what really any offer that they're giving you of this is because they want this from you. Is that you've got more to offer than them, and if you get into this relationship, further into this relationship, you will realize that this person will drain you. You've got more to give than they have, and you deserve someone better than this. And for all that they say, this is like the offer of we live happily ever after, and then they get married to you and they sit back and it's like, okay, let's live happily ever after, like, get out to work, do everything. It's that kind of thing. They're not offering it. They are offering the concept of it for you to give it to them. 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands. Why the 4 of Wands? Strength and 4 of Emotions. Don't want to miss out. They're going to play on that. They're going to play on that. Again, it's like this. I've got other choices. So they are going to try and lock you in to a marriage or something like that. What's the Strength card? The 4 of Cups is not good, right? This is like because this is the only offer that you'll get. Or someone's saying something like, I've chosen you. I could have gone off with that, but I've chosen you. It's that kind of thing. That's some kind of a power that they've got over you, a strength that they've got over you. They know your weak spot. I'm telling you, they already know your weak spot because they've already seen it in this past part of it. And they're going to play to that with an offer of marriage. Something like, I could be with someone else, but I've chosen you. Or, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't like it. I still don't like it. It's definitely something about your weak spot here and how that they've found it and they are playing on that. Your fears. They know what it is. What's behind this? See, if it's legit, it'd be like the Ace of Emotions. Inner journey and divine timing. Okay. So you have been going through this inner journey, this spiritual path, and you've been learning about yourself and all of this. I feel like this one has come along for you to really see this clearly, you know, of how much you have to offer in a relationship and what they're not offering. This is like an ugly truth coming out kind of thing. This person is nowhere near good enough for me. And it's divine timing for you in some kind of a journey that you've been on. For this to happen now and for you to see right through it and say no. Ace of Pentacles, because they ain't offering you a thing. It appears like that. It's like someone saying, do you want to work for me for free? It appears like an offer on the surface of it. And it's like, oh, you're offering me something. Oh, wait, hang on. No, you're not. You're asking for something from me. It's not an offer. You're asking for me for something. Ace of Inspiration. But there's something about that that lights you up. It's like, oh, I like giving. Yes, I'll do that. Or maybe that's you in the past. I like giving. I will give to you instead. Oh, hang on. You've not offered me a thing. You've offered me a ring and maybe a day, but then a lifetime of servitude. Hang on a minute. But it's something that excited you before, maybe the concept of marriage or the concept of being offered for something, or even the concept of being asked for something. Oh, somebody needs me and they appear to need me. I can give to them. I can be of value by being in this person's life and making this person's life better. Anyway, it's the burdens. Yeah, let's take both of those. So you've taken on these burdens before in relationships. Don't do it again. Ancient wisdom. You've been through this before. So this is another freeloader. It is, or maybe not a freeloader. It's someone that wants to take. They don't have much to give, and they're not offering you much either. And it's for you to see it this time because you've lived this before. So really recognize this energy. It feels like you're ready for it in a journey in divine timing. So they see you as like manifesting miracles or able to manifest miracles. They want to ride on the back of that. Your dream is soon to become a reality, and they really believe that they're going to do it. This person is manifesting you, like so determined to do it. Your dream is soon to become a reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. And they might not be doing it maliciously, as I said. They might not be. They might just be so unaware of the patterns that they've got, and this is just what they do in relationships. They manipulate to get what they want. You know, choosing someone for what they can offer them. I mean, there's a lot of people out there doing that, not focused on what they can give, coming at it from a selfish point of view, and then using all of those things like charm and everything like that, and weak points too, to get what it is that you want. Be proud of yourself. They see you as like proud of you. They see you in a really good light. In fact, they do. They know you've got value, but they also know that you've got weak spots too. You've got vulnerabilities that will allow them to get in and not offer you very much. How very different. And it could be this. This could be a heartbreak. So your heartbreak from previous relationships, in a weird way, rather than learning from it, could make you more vulnerable to someone like this. It's like now one that really means it, but it's exactly the same thing as you've had before. So yeah, some of you could be that. It could be that you fall for these things. You've fallen for it before, and now you think, well, but this one's different. This one is actually loving me properly. Not in these energies. They're not. You're headed to more heartbreak if you take this one on. Memories, yeah. Someone's done this to you before, hey? You've been in this situation, this out of balance situation before with someone else. Have you learned? Or are you going to see it clearly in this person? Hopefully after this reading you will. Or are you going to repeat and have that same pain again? Loneliness. Seeing you as lonely. They are seeing all your vulnerabilities to play on them. They might be pointing it out and you might think, oh, that's so loving and open, and yes, they really get me and they're very attentive to me and they see me emotionally, and you might think that that's enough. But if you just suspend that fanciful thinking for a moment and think, well, maybe they're pointing out your vulnerabilities because they are manipulating you. If you had relationships in the past where they've not been offering a thing, where they've actually been taking from you, or it appears that they're offering you something and it ends up you doing all the work, you having to take care of them, you losing everything, them gaining everything. You'll be playing on your fear of being alone here. Because they could actually be saying that stuff to you as well. I was picking that up, that they could be saying it to you. Right, well, you're not going to find anyone better than me. And, you know, and I've chosen you. I could have been with this one and that one and that one that are in my life at the moment. And they want to be with me and they want to marry you. But I've asked you to marry me. And they could be saying all kinds of things like that. A risk. This is very risky for you. They've got everything to gain with this, and it feels like you've got a lot to lose in this situation to me. And if you're wondering, is this reading really for me? I don't think so. I think they're legit. If you're still questioning yourself there after you've chosen the shell, but you're unsure about it, just give them time. Back off from them. You know, it's good to back off from people, because someone that's truly loving you will let you back off. They'll love you properly. If you need space from someone, they're going to give you space. This person isn't going to. But this person isn't going to give you space. They're going to give you hell for doing that, and they're going to make you suffer for it, and try and guilt you back into giving them what they want. That is not someone that's loving you. Be careful. Be really careful of this person. I don't feel like they're totally evil or anything like that, but this is not someone that can love you right. Not someone that can love you properly, and they're certainly not already. So what's in their heart at the moment? Treasure your loved ones. They could be giving you a lot of attention. And if this really is one of your pain points, this loneliness, then you could be reacting to that. You could really like that attention that they're giving you. Look to your inner strength. There it is again. You do have this inner strength, and they're actually seeing it from you as well. You've got these strong parts of you, but then you've also got these weaknesses, and it's like this person can pick those weaknesses out and play on that because they see your strengths and they want that. They don't want it for you for benefit your life. They want it to benefit their life. I am seeing from this that you guys, you shells, you are in the process of healing yourselves, and you've done some of that inner work, but you've not got to full healed status yet, if we ever really get there, but got to that point of empowerment where this couldn't possibly happen to you again. And I feel like this relationship could get you there if you pay attention to what's happening here and don't let yourself be manipulated like this. You might think, well, everyone's got a few people on the go and everyone's going to say, well, I could have been with this person, that person. I'm telling you, the person that loves you right is not going to say that kind of stuff to you. They're just not going to say that kind of stuff to you. So there is an alternative. There are people that can love properly out there, but I would get focused on loving yourself at the moment, and I would stay away from relationships while you're still susceptible to this kind of thing. Well, anyway, if this sounds like it is your story, it could be a story, you might want to get the deeper dive to this to find out more. How are they going to feel about you in the future? I'm going to go into that, yes. We'll get through that quickly because I think it's going to kind of be more of the same. But I want to go into some guidance for you as well. We'll ask you guys, how can we help you through this and to get out of this and to deal with this so that you heal more from it and you get the benefit, the gifts from it kind of thing, so that you don't have to go through it again. We'll go into that. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's a link in the description box and in the comments below. It's just 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant watch kind of a thing. You need to get your email address right. Type it in very carefully, otherwise you won't get the email. The email may end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder if you're on Gmail. Check in those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. Click on that shell on a device where you can open PDFs. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. And when you click on that picture of a video, if it doesn't take you to a video right away, then try it on a different device and it will. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there, even though you're probably not going to like this reading much. Click that subscribe button along with that notification bell down there as well to hear more from me. I do 3 of these Love Pick a Card reads a week. Let me know below in the comments what you'd like me to do future pick a card reads on, and I will do that for you. I do a daily energy update for the collective as well every single day of the year, and I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show where I give mini reads for donations, so I'd love to see you in there. You can find the next show laying in wait on my YouTube channel by clicking the Be Healing thing that's down there. You'll see it laying in wait when it is in your time zone. You can even click on set a reminder there to come along live. So thanks again. If this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to the deeper dive, I'll see you in there very shortly.